It's a big show on Thursdays, friends. Do me a favor before we dive in and tell me if you can hear me. Can you hear what I'm saying?
Do you hear me? Can you dig it?
Can you dig it?
Sock it to me?
Suck it to me. Tell me, friends, can you hear me? Is that a yes or a no? Yes, I can dig it. Thank you, Auden.
Yes, I
Excellent. So we've got, that was an abrupt ending to that music. I don't exactly know what happened. But it doesn't really matter because I'm going to play a little video for you. And it looks a little something like...
You want it to be a video?
You're right. Do I want it? Here it is. I do want it. And here you go. A nice little interlude for you. So Soul System print pre-order launched today. And basically what it means is that you pre-order the print. It's a softcover book for Soul System, $29.95. Then you get the PDF for $5. That little QR code, what you do is you just aim your camera at it on the phone and you transport it there as if by magic. And then, ta-da, you place the pre-order, you get the $5 PDF right now. There may be some updates to the PDF as far as just art-wise, but it is a complete playable adventure resource for you with lots of great stuff. It is a fantastic product, but there are some things you should know about it. Back in the day, when we were talking about this product, we were talking about Soul System, we talked about augmentations and how they'd be a part of, Soul System, that we would include some detail. But we decided it needed more space. It needed to breathe. It's a feature that required more page space. And so more page space it has because it's included in this, which is the Expanse RPG's Transport Union Edition. This is a new core rulebook, and we are funding through BackerKit, and you need to sign up so you're notified when it goes live. Now, I know you may have some questions, and you may have some... Okay, great. Sorry, I was ignoring chat, and I didn't mean to do that. My fault, but it sounds like the audio stuff is fixed. Great. And so head on over to the QR code again. We'll take you there. It's a new core book. But remember, as you're talking to all of your friends, because I know you are all incredibly popular people, you share with them that it is the Expanse Transport Union Edition, fully compatible with everything that we've done prior, but it's got a lot of new great stuff in it. And so, yeah, get signed up so you can back it. And people who are our first backers will get a set of proto-molecule dice. I know, right? Proto-molecule.
It's
the proto-molecule for free. A free set of dice for you, themed to the proto-molecule, and you'll also be able to kind of get in on the ground floor for our early reward stuff. Like, so if stretch goals and things that are limited because there's only so many things you can do.
There's only so many proto-molecules in the universe.
That's right. And we don't want to really spread it around, honestly. Well, honestly, we do. But yeah, so check it out. More information to come. And I can't necessarily answer. I mean, I could answer your questions about the game mechanics and things, but it would be a lie. It would be an absolute lie because I am not a developer or a designer. I'm just a guy. I'm just a dude who hangs out on a program called Thurstage talking about games that are powered by the Adventure Game Engine. That's what I do.
I'm just this guy, you know?
Just a guy, you know? But next Thursday for Thursdage, we will have Ian Lemke, who is the line developer for the Expanse RPG. Great guy. I don't know if you've met him. It's going on Backer Kit for you, Commando Solo. I'm very excited. Commando Solo says OMG, which stands for Oh My Gooses. Is this going on Kickstarter? And I said, no, it's going on Backer Kit. And that you can back. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait until you see all of the stretch goals. They are amazing. They're really good. I'm not even kidding. No jokes. Serious stuff. Yeah, super stoked. So save your questions, build them up, check the use your phone for the QR code, or if you wanted, you could also 1 second, sorry. On my best laid plans, I thought, I'm going to be really
organized.
I'm going to be so prepared for Stan, because Stan's here too. And voila, I am not. You just close one tab, or you close one window of tabs, and just turns it into a mess for you. Oh, here we go.
So used to covering for you while you do all that behind the scenes stuff. Now I just sit back and this time it's your show.
I know, right? Yeah, exactly. Usually you can vamp for me.
Yeah, I can't vamp in Expanse. I'm not a behind the curtains guy.
Yeah, you are a guest and nay, superstar.
Yeah,
a contributor to our program here. So yeah, there's the link, friends. It is in chat. Also, use that QR code and let me know if you run into any trouble. QR codes can be a little weird when I'm trying to broadcast it to you via video. But yeah, so there's that. In addition to that, we have got just, gosh darn it, one of my favorite people. I just enjoy hanging out with them. We have a lot of fun. We also partner on another pod. I mean, full disclosure, we have another podcast all about sumo.
It's true.
Called The Sumo Show, strangely enough. But ladies and gentlemen, it's Stan.
Hello,
Daniel. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, thank you. I am so happy to be. I've come to Thursdage for a long time. I've been an audience member, and this is my first time coming up on screen. I feel all
on the main stage.
Oh.
That is so fun. Well, let's celebrate. Is that good? You like that?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'll give you 2. It's one Stan. That's right. And we are really just so thankful that you're here. You've come with some stuff. You've got a thing going on.
I do have a thing going on. So all y'all probably remember there was this guy used to be associated with a show named Owen KC Stephens. Super sweet guy.
Do I ever?
Yes. Well, Owen, as it turns out, also a friend of mine, and I've done business together for a while. I'm one of the people behind Rogue Genius Games, which is Owen's company.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. It's Rogue Genius?
Yes.
I thought it was Rouge.
Well,
it's not
it's a subdivision.
For the makeup influencers out there, yeah. Got it.
Style section.
I love it. Yeah, great.
So, but as I think you all probably also know, Owen about a year ago had a cancer diagnosis.
Yeah.
He is going through fighting that, and the fight is going pretty well, but it's also very expensive.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
we've been coming up with different things we can do to to just kind of raise some money to get people to
I
buy
love
it.
that. The industry has been so
They have.
just, it's really heartwarming to see, and such a, there's nobody on this planet that should be needing to do fundraising to, get medical care. But in a world where that is the case, it is just very wonderful to see people step up.
Yeah. But I tell you, one of the gut wrenching things is how wonderful everyone has been, how much they've responded, and how much more there is to do. Right. How much every month, every week, just another thing gets added onto the pile.
That's right. And then, when you're going through cancer treatment, there is an impact on the body where there's other things you can't do. I mean, it just wipes you out, and so, the help is necessary, important, and needed. And so you've stepped up with a special.
So you all also may recall that when I'm sitting there in the audience with everyone, I often will do some doodling and sketch funny things that are said on the show. And I did that a lot when Owen was on the show.
Yeah.
And we realized quite a while ago that this was probably make a good book someday.
Yeah.
Decided that this would be the day that we are now kickstarting a book collecting the what I call the Damn It Owen drawings. Mostly those are drawings that I did, like whenever Owen posts something online and I see it and it gives me a funny idea and I just can't go back to work until I draw it. That's a Damn It Owen drawing.
Yeah.
And they've been going on for quite a while.
It's so fun. And as a foil for that kind of stuff, Owen's just a wealth of, non sequitur, funny, sort of clever, witty, absurd things.
Absolutely true. And a subsection of those were the Thursday age ones. So over the while, I've done somewhere between 40 and 50, maybe even more Thursday age related cartoons. And that was a stretch goal, or actually it's 2 stretch goals. We've met one of them.
Oh, okay.
And, what I have here to share is the first draft of the layout for the book and the Thursday age section.
Oh, I love it.
So these are cartoons that have appeared on this show.
That's right. That's right.
For this show and then disappeared.
And what's great about this as well is that in addition to just being funny and having a great time, you draw these while we're doing the show, and you would end up, submitting them to us through, our secret mailbox, and there we go. Yeah, so much fun.
That's the hook for all of the Damn It Owen drawings. I do them quickly. Like I said, I made these rules up for myself, but I follow them because that's it's the kind of stan I am. Is I try and get the drawing done in certainly less than half an hour, but as quickly as possible. My goal with all of them is to get them posted online within an hour of seeing them, and hopefully within 45 minutes of seeing them, and hopefully within an hour of Owen saying them if I can. But phones and whatnot make that difficult. But these are quick things. So these are all stuff that it was said on the show.
Yeah, right.
About half an hour later, I'm sending Troy a message, and up it comes for people to watch.
That's awesome. So the backer kit, just so everyone is aware, the backer kit for the Expanse is backer kit. This is Kickstarter. Yeah, 2 different. Yeah, and it might be a little confusing. Just use the QR code will take you to the right place.
This is it's being run by Owen. It's being run by Rogue Genius Games, or Rouge Genius if you prefer.
Yeah, that's how you know them.
And so that's where this is going. This is not a Green Ronin gig, though. The whole crew at Green Ronin have been so kind to let me come on here and do this for.
And we're backing it. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And we consider you a Ronin, if you will. All right, yeah. So
one of the second cousin Ronins. I come to the really big family.
That's
gathering.
right.
Oh, here he is again.
Oh, that's right. Remember, he doesn't like his picture taken. Yeah. So, hey,
All right, so
go for it.
I was going to say there is a chance. Can I type into the chat?
I believe you can. Yeah.
How connect? Oh no.
I've also got the link.
You know what? Why don't you just type it? Because someone's asking for the link since they're on their phone. They can't use the QR.
Oh, you bet. Yeah. Yes.
It's a very simple link. It is dammitowen.com.
That's pretty.
Just string it together. No spaces, no punctuation. No. Dammitowen.com.
Dammitowen.com. Okay. Is that the? That's great.
That will take you to the Kickstarter.
Beautiful. It sure does. I just tested it. It works brilliantly. The internet is amazing.
Yes. When we're done with it, I will be shifting that so it points to. Eventually, this book will be for sale to broader public, and that'll be where that link goes to eventually.
Dammitowen.com. I love it.
Yes. All right, so you want to have a look at what some of these. You want to walk down memory lanes.
Do I ever? I'm just, maybe it's just me, but I'm just tickled by the short little glimpse that I got before we started. So absolutely, let's take a look.
All right. I think you need to put it on screen.
I do. 1 second. Sorry. I
can't.
Thanking people for you're like, I can't do anything. And normally I'm like, okay, Stan, what's up? Why aren't you?
All right. So this is, so go back here. This will be the start of the third stage section. Each one comes with the date that it came. And this is a first draft layout. Owen had not put his comments in, but each of them almost all of them have comments from both me and Owen about the picture, and it hasn't shown up yet, so we can't talk about it. But this one, January 7th, 2021, the second ever third stage drawing I did was into the event.
I remember saying it. That's so great. Funny. That's hilarious.
And then our next one from January 14th was the Me Pull Pug.
Oh, what a delight. Yeah, everybody in the chat thinks it's a delight as well. It's so good.
Owen was specking it out, right? It fire out of one mouth and drooled out of the other.
That's right. So this comes from a feature we used to do that was called, Hey, Owen, stat this. And I would create these just horrible monsters, and he would stat them. Nice. I love this. Commando Solo says, woohoo, backed. You guys rock. Thanks for this. You're making my day so much better now. Thank you, my friend.
And then our next one was something caused thunder damage.
You can't go wrong with flatulence joke. You just can't.
Right. I mean, can it really be called humor if there's not a fart involved?
Not in my house.
Let's see what we got next. The 1D 810.
You rolled a 1.
I remember that conversation talking about the odds of rolling lots of dice, and Owen said, "Well, I mean, you can roll a 1D 810 if you want."
That's right.
Digital die rollers, you could roll that. But first of all, if it was a die, it would never stop rolling. Second of all, you could still roll a 1.
Right. I love it.
You want multiple dice. Let's see. Cromulent was just a cromulent.
Yeah.
Owen must have used the phrase cromulent sandwich.
He did. Yeah, that's right. It's definitely a word he used. I think he was talking. I can't remember. I would love to go back and find the clips on these. I think I might do that just for fun.
And you can use this because, like I say, I can tell you that was from the February 25th, 2021.
That's right. This is awesome.
Let's see. Got the background
Which-
noise. Oh yeah, Owen was having trouble because there was some construction going out near his home. Outside the window, he had no.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that. Okay, yeah, because I was also in a space when I was like they're doing something upstairs or something, some kind of whatever.
One of you was having that problem.
One of us was, but this is great. Where can I get a D800 for my dice collection? Someone's asking. William Lang's asking. That's hilarious.
If game science doesn't produce it, it's not made.
That's right. It's impossible.
Chess?
It's good. High Castle 7s are now wild.
What do we got next? Ground liver. Oh yeah. Don't put ground liver into the Kool-Aid of game design. That's the kind of thing Owen just says off the top of his.
Some perfect. Yeah, that's Owen. I love this. Oh yeah. Oh no. I love it.
Let's see. We've got, what was this one? The Ides of April. Oh yeah, Ides of March is a season.
Yeah,
right. So,
that's when you got stabbed.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Beware the Ides of March. It's a line from Shakespeare.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. And the Ides of April, of course, the lesser known Shakespearean quote.
It's going to be fun. Oh, the Stampede.
Oh, I love this. I love this. Gosh, these are bringing back memories. We've been doing Third Stage for, 400 years.
Yeah.
That's been like 5 years?
Well, I think
4 years.
I think 2021 was. I think I started these pretty early on in what you were doing. So,
yeah, certainly.
So
yeah.
January of 2021 is when.
2020. Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
Oh, the rodent rail wars. Yes.
Remember this conversation? Et tu, Brute, says Commando. I love that.
And that's it's also where he, not only was it rodent rail wars, he came up with the bunny centaur.
That's right. He did.
Which shows up in other drawings in the book.
That's so great. Devious says the Ides of April when Caesar was tickled to death.
Right. Yeah. The May. Oh yes, you got to meet Freeport.
Right. I really am.
Yeah, again, I remember that conversation. You guys were talking about something, and someone in the chat asked Owen if this thing that they were talking about could be combined into Freeport, and Owen was saying, "Well, I guess you could, but I mean, from a publishing standpoint, from a thematic standpoint, Freeport is a very specific kind of monster, and you don't want everything together with it." And I was like, "Ha ha!
Here it is.
It really is. He really is.
He really is." So great.
The goat police,
yeah. I'm trying to remember what this was about.
I really don't remember.
That is hilarious. The goat police.
The undead beard.
Oh, yes. It's Van Dyke. That is great. Was that Saint Giblins?
Yeah, yeah.
Just kind of, yeah.
All the words here I made up. You can blame me for them.
Hey, they're great. I love it. Yeah, absolutely. Folks are just really, really digging on this. This is so fun.
Post-adventure fun. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay, I remember
when I get a chance, I started throwing color in more often. You know, what's not here, because these are just the Thursday Age ones.
Oh, the
still floating out there are all the ones that I've done for
Mumamu.
Yeah. There are fewer of them, but there's
some really great ones. Some very, very funny ones. One of my favorites is we were talking about merch, and you did a Crystal and Steve dolls.
Oh, yeah.
So fun.
Fun. Oh, is this one? Oh, GM screen. Yeah, talking about the having useful information on your GM screen.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. We get very specific about our GM screen information.
And we had, again, Owen just said I kill people with my keyboard.
I wonder if that, because sometimes, like we'll we engage with chat and sort of tease them a bit, and I think we were saying we're going to send an electric shock or something through your keyboard to you or something.
Saying people have their weapons of choice, and he said I kill people with my keyboard.
That's it. There we go. I like it. Yeah, I just love your representation of Owen too. It's spot on.
There's another section of this which are things that are not technically damn it Owen drawings, because they aren't quick. Like I said, one of the key to these is they are quickly produced based on a thing. But I've drawn him a lot over the years. So one of the sections of the book is going to be, and it was a stretch goal that we've already unlocked, is a bunch of drawings I've done of Owen that have a little more care taken with them, a little more fully realized.
Hey, gotcha. So how many pages is this?
Well, as you can see right now, this is on page 179. It's over 200 pages long.
Over 200 pages. Well, that is fantastic.
If everything gets unlocked, we've give you a secret. We've already laid out the whole book, presuming that people will unlock the stretch goals. If they don't, I guess we're just gonna have to take pages out.
Just take the pages out.
But right now it's over 200 pages long. It is in fact 226 pages.
That is a wealth.
Actually,
of
that's for first round layoff. So it's our layout. It's actually a little longer than that.
Well, that's fantastic. And so for folks in chat, that QR code will take you there. We got links in the chat. You can also look at all that. You can also put just type in dammitowen.com.
Yeah. I'm looking at what's coming up because we could spend all hour going through this.
We really could, and I'm dying. I mean, maybe it was like one or two picks.
Yeah,
just
I'm looking ahead, and that's we had a fart joke. That's a pee joke. This one I love. This Owen and I were talking about this before. This was a game idea that kind of floated out there, and we're still talking about maybe doing a card game. It's some bunny punch.
That is great, bunny punch. I do remember that. I think much to the dismay and delight of Nicole, who loves a rabbit.
Right, says got to leave some for you to read. Yes, so we won't go through all of them. Oh, I love this one though. This one.
David Bullock says it needs a damn it a day.
Yeah.
Damn it a day calendar. This is good. The Sword of Celery. Did you draw something up for the regular kind of Thanksgiving thing? Like we talked about it. That Owen would always sort of stat up sort of the turducken and the.
I've done turducken, but I did that for Owen for art roll for Rogue Genius Games. I
just wasn't sure if any of that bled over into the conversation.
A three-headed chimera thing that's a turducken.
Yeah, I thought we talked about there was. I just remember in my mind, and I don't know how we did it, or if my mind is foggy. Right. But it was the.
Oh, go ahead.
The Cerberus that we put together, and I think we called it. Oh shoot, I can't remember what we had a funny cheese name for it. But anyway, go ahead.
Here's one. I don't remember what brought why Don't Poke the Moose came up, but I love the Poke the Moose cartoon.
It's great. It's so good. Oh, we got some interest. Folks are very interested in Bunny Punch.
There we go. There are things. One of my roles in the business with Owen is to stop him every once in a while when he makes a joke, and I say, "Stop! That is a real idea. Do it."
Yeah. Which I got to tell you, one of the things, one of the just manifold things about Owen is that he is a brilliant ideas guy.
Yes.
The ideas that he gives away, that he gives away for free. other people have, made money on. Like, it's just,
That's one of the reasons why I would do these. Like, he'd throw out this random off the top thing. I'm like, no, that's funny. That needs to not just be something you said and disappears forever.
Right.
Make a drawing of it. So it's
yeah, absolutely. And I mean, he's just the best. He's just the best.
So one more, and this one is me on when I'm in the crowd sitting there, and I'm sure everyone watching who comes here and hangs out can totally understand this feeling.
Rude.
It's 2:00 already. Come on.
Rude. Yeah, but I get it. I know. We were even a couple minutes late today, but that was clearly my minutes. So yes. I love that. All That's right. Great.
So you can swap that out.
Let's swap that out. Put you up.
That book is now, like I said, we're kickstarting it now. Just kind of to give you the idea, it's a digital book. We're not going to be printing it ourselves, but by backing it, you get a code for DriveThru, so that you can use their print on demand and print it at cost.
Hey, nice.
So there, you will be able to get a book with no no profit taken on our part. Right? You're paying for the PDF. And the bonus for you, we say yes. If you want to have it as a book, you just pay for the cost of the printing and the shipping, whatever DriveThru says it is, and you can have a book of it.
I'm going to do that for sure. Absolutely going to do that. But what a privilege it is to be included in that through the Thursday stuff. It's so fun. And a little bit of, of history and all of this in support of Owen KC Stephens and helping him, just giving him money so that he can afford to get treatment and not anything that he needs to.
I really need to be upfront about this because, doing things for, to say it's for charity or for a cause, I'm still getting my share of the book. I've given some of the share is going. I mean, it's at least 50-50, but I've cut some of it in, but it's not all going.
Which is great. I mean, honestly.
I deserve it. It's not like I don't deserve it, but I don't want to tell people, hey, we're raising money for Owen. By the way, I'm taking a big old slice out of it. Surprise!
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like you're taking 90% and giving, right. And the reality is, this is work. And, so we get to do two things. We get to help Owen with his medical expenses, and we get to help you. You get to eat and have electricity. And
stay in this very fine apartment I'm in.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I love it.
Yes. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but it's important to say it because otherwise.
Sure. Well, we don't want to. Yeah, exactly.
Do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for the clarification. And so here's the deal. We, because you've joined us, and you have this tremendous drawing skill, can we enlist your powers of drawing to kind of have some fun?
Absolutely.
All right.
You know what? I'm going to also use it to promote something else for me while we're.
Please do. Why wouldn't you?
Because this is based. I do a show like this. In fact, I do it on Thursday nights. Every Thursday night at 6 p.m.
Nice.
Time, I do a show called Random Encounters where it's similar to the Owen drawings in that I don't know what I'm going to draw.
Yeah.
I use random encounter tables like the kind in RPGs.
Yeah.
And I use an electronic die roller to pick a subject and a situation, and I draw it. And do that. You usually do 3 a night. And the audience gets to pitch in and throw ideas out. So I think we're going to do a version of that here where we're not going to roll anything. We're just going to come to the audience and say, what should I draw?
Yeah, exactly. And chat. Yeah, they're generally a wealth of just absurdity and sort of non sequitur nonsense, which I love. But so people want to check out Stan, our cartoon pals, random encounters.
My YouTube channel is the best place to go, and those who follow me at all may know I had some trouble with my YouTube channel. I've just launched a new one, and I would love for people to come and check it out. And what's that you tell people to do here? Subscribe.
That's
I'd love for
right.
people to come over and
To tickle that bell, all that
yeah.
kind of good stuff.
Because I've got other things I do there. In particular, I'm doing a show, an interview show to celebrate the 50th anniversary of D&D, which is a lot of fun.
Nice.
But that's not a Green Ronin thing, so I won't talk.
Well, we love talking about it. We love to support our friend Stan. And where would I find that link?
So it is youtube.com / the real Stanex. STANNEX. The real Stanex.
youtube.com / the real Stanex. Why isn't that coming up?
I don't know.
Oh, I know why. Because it's not YouTube.
YouTube.
You know, when you type it in right, it works.
Weird that.
So head on over to there with a good click and, make sure you're subscribed. Give Stan some love.
I would really appreciate that.
Yeah. Are you doing that tonight?
Tonight at 6 o'clock, I'm doing a show.
Yahoo! Fantastic. Well,
warm up here. I'm gonna do
nice.
Some with you guys.
Let's do it. Let's see.
All the drawings here. I've used an iPad with an Apple Pencil and the Procreate app, and none of them sponsor me.
And a whole lot of love.
And a whole lot of love.
That's right. One of the things folks may not know this about Stan, but he's kind of a media masochist in that he knows every song and every obscure movie and every once in a while, because we do our thing on Fridays, it's the sumo show. And, we have a production meeting and we have a lot of fun, but Stan is a singer, right?
Well, in that I sing, yes.
I love it.
There's a freelancer get together I go to in Tacoma every Monday, and they've usually got a bet on as to how long it'll be before I break into song.
That's right. ETA to song. 3 seconds and done. Let's see. So we've got some things going on.
Owen as the villain autocorrect. What would autocorrect? What does his powers be?
Maybe
Stan's the same. maybe autocorrect can be a musical villain.
Sure.
Maybe it's not autocorrect, it's auto-tune.
I love the notion just as a general existential question, but how much cheese?
How much cheese?
Just as I like something on a t-shirt, but how much cheese? They adjust your speech. Jason said, I love this is the most mundane of all the powers. What's your power? I change correct text to incorrect.
I don't know how many of you remember. There was a kid show called The Electric Company.
Oh yeah, hey you guys.
There was a short animated segment in there called Letterman.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Letterman, which the narrator was Joan Rivers.
Okay, of course, because why not?
Letterman's villain was a guy named Spellbinder who would change the spelling of something and cause trouble.
I see.
So,
Oh, I see. Jason's doing a riff on the damn you autocorrect meme. There's like a whole website of, kind of autocorrect into. Okay.
So here's the thing I run into fairly often. And no, I'm not trying, which means the screen is boring. But one of the things I run into a lot in doing the show is that people come up with what are really funny ideas, but it's a particular thing to take an idea a funny idea that makes a good single panel cartoon. Like that idea for autocorrect and what he does, that would make a hilarious 1 or 3 or maybe even 4-page comic.
Sure.
Getting all that info into a single image is tough.
What if we do
impossible, but we need to refine that more than the broad idea. It would need to be an
Yeah.
example of that.
Okay. I like that. So when you're listening in on Mutants and Masterminds Monday or Thursday, what's the thing that, how do you get to, describe the perfect storm of a...
The ones that we were just looking at were that one of the people or the conversation will say a thing, and it will create a single image in my head, which describes that, right?
Yeah, right.
Goes into those the rat railway wars, right? The rodent railway wars.
That's right.
It was a 3 or 4 minute conversation, but it's all like, okay, but if I put it in a desert and put a rat dressed as an 1880s rail baron and put some maces in the background, that sells the idea. Like the whole thing is there. And
got you.
Someone says something that is funny on its own, it becomes a word balloon and a punchline to it.
Yeah, got you.
So like Poke the Moose, that made sense when we were doing it. Like we put it up there and everyone understood why that's funny. But now, 3 years later, it's in the book. It's kind of a cute drawing, but none of us know why that's funny.
Right.
That it's ridiculous. So
except it's ridiculous. Yeah.
If it's so weird that it's ridiculous, it can live on its own as a single panel cartoon.
War Moose. We've got we have actually War Moose has come up, and I don't know why. David Bullock, did you have something to do with that? I seem to recall. Also, we do. I can't remember if you've ever done a gravy squatch.
I've drawn some gravy squatches.
In my day,
there may be a gravy squatch in this book. I'm not sure. I don't want to promise that. I don't remember.
Sure, yeah, I love it.
But
so while chat kind of warms up, love the process here, and so this is this is gravy squatch.
This is definitely a gravy squatch.
Yeah, no, I see it.
Gravy squatch is that he's very wet.
He is a moist and savory sort.
And one of the beautiful things about drawing digitally is I can realize, I need more space for that. Yeah, no, he definitely came down into a puddle.
Yeah, or as our friend Ren says, a goopy. There is some existing lore for Gravy Squatch, and that is that if you have been good at some time in the year, Gravy Squatch visits your home and fills your shoes with gravy as a reward for your goodness. And like the liquidator.
So, so we could come in here. Let me change that around. Maybe zoom in a little more, and we can have Gravy Squatch. He's going to be holding someone's shoe.
Someone who's been very good.
And
been a very good person. Yeah, Jason said they fills your shoes with gravy, so that's what my cat was doing. You must have been very good, Jason. And William Lang asks, is that a chicken gravy squatch or a beef gravy squatch? Now, I'm not suggesting that there couldn't be a beef gravy squatch, because maybe there is. If there can be a chicken gravy squatch, but the reason why gravy squatch came out of a gravy discussion that I like to have a good time. Me. I like a laugh. I like a silly, goofy, teasy kind of fun thing. And Alex Thomas told us a story about how his father told him that chicken gravy was made by wringing chickens out, like you would a sponge. That's how the chicken gravy juice would be made. And so knowing that Alex found that unpleasant, I decided that
Squatch was born.
Gravy Squatch was born. It was also an additional conversation about there's a whole gravy verse, but it's like there's queso squatch. There's I'm trying to think of the other ones. There are quite a few sauce based entities. But just so it's clear, Gravy Squatch, he's friendly. He's your friend. Maybe the size of Gravy Squatch depends on the flavor. Sure. So chicken Gravy Squatch salad. Yeah, that might be the case. That very well could be the case. Jason Sunday suggesting that maybe chicken Gravy Squatch is halfling sized. Yeah. Not just sauce, right? Would he be powerful enough to cause a gravy flood to wash over the earth? Maybe. Yeah, that's right. Rand LeBeau says then he sails away in his gravy boat. Right. Oh, look at that. Stan, that is so good and gross. That is exactly how we would deposit the gravy. For a moose gravy, sure. For those, who are curious about sort of the history of this creation, originally Gravy Squatch would sneak in and fill your mouth with gravy as you were sleeping. But we decided that was not a little bit much.
That's happening there.
Yeah. So we decided perhaps not that. He'll fill up your shoes with gravy. Let's see. Chat says sausage gravy squatch. Mm. Oh, that's right. David Bullock says still waiting for the poutine dingo team up. I like that. The poutine dingo ate my baby. Yeah, I'm wondering how related do you think, Stan, that Gravy Squatch is to the actual Sasquatch?
I think he's like me. He gets invited to the big
Squatch. Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Love it.
Gravy Squatch.
Given, yeah,
a good boy.
Recognizing the goodness. A little too scary. Yeah, I know. The Gravy Squatch filling your, you don't want to wake up with a mouthful of gravy. That's just not. That's not how things should. Yeah, Squatch Con. That's right. The big Squatch family gathering.
We're at Squatch Con 1 right now.
That's it. Squatch Con 1. Which is that the highest alert?
That is.
The highest gravy alert there can be.
Gravy is imminent.
Yes, gravy is in the offing. I like it. Mentos, third cousin on his father's mother's cousin's sister's brother's side. Yeah.
That's right. This is college roommates, uncle.
Uncles, yeah. Cousins.
What does that make us? Absolutely nothing.
See, another reference. Now, what is that from?
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. That's a good one. That's a good one. I love it.
So,
all right. So, Chad, do you have something on, and also Stan can also draw things that aren't funny. So, if you've got.
Yeah, not quite as well, though.
No, I mean, they're, harder to laugh at, but.
There we go. Gravy Squatch.
I love that.
Not just for you.
That's nice. Gravy Squatch looks a little stacked.
He's been working out.
That's right. Would Gravy Squatch be a superhero or a supervillain? I think Gravy Squatch transcends superhero or supervillain, more of a deity.
Is a force of nature.
Yeah. And I also think maybe the Gravy Squatch is an interdimensional being, maybe coming from a gravy place.
Oh, he comes from the plane of gravy.
That's right. Yeah.
The elemental plane of gravy.
That's right, which is interesting because you wonder how do they make it just not one big sort of gravy goulash,
Right.
But that remains to be discovered. And also, we don't have a name for the holiday where gravy Squatch comes and fills your shoes. So his alignment is gravy. Yeah, and that's enough, really, honestly. The Tom Bombadil of deliciousness. Sure. Gravy benders.
No.
Gravy benders. Yeah. Maybe that's the story deep within this gravy. I mean, of course that belongs to somebody else's IP. We're talking, of course, about, Aang and the airbender Not even law or chaos, just gravy. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's all you need.
Yeah, gravy is in the same sense that Mount Everest is.
That's right. Is it good? Is it bad? It just is. It's a mountain. Yeah. And Gravy Squatch is a mountain of gravy. So, chat, think of some things, some subject matter. I wonder too if I could enlist your. Did you see our Thursday logo?
Yes.
What if you just whittled something together as you do? As a logo, this is really a trick to get Stan to do all of our marketing and PR
right.
arts.
I gave you the one of me staring at your logo. It's in the book. I'm giving you free advertising in the book. All right, hold on. Let me lump these together.
Right, you are. I love that. It really isn't my intention to do all that, but
what are we doing here? What do we got going?
What do we got going? I also was going to see if I opened up a book from our collection of books, and roll the die to a page and then to a thing. What do you think?
What do you got?
Well, I would need to get the die in the book.
Got to pick a book.
Got to pick a book, and so fans, tell me, friends in chat, what's the age book that we need? We've got some choices. Of course, we've got Fantasy Age, we've got Modern Age, we've got Blue Rose, we've got 5th Season, we've got what am I missing? Quite a few. Shadow of the Sword Planet type things.
Hey, can you take this off screen for a second while we're thinking?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I can.
And yeah. I don't want you to see. I don't want to.
You want to give it away
through my through my archives.
I love that. So Ren, the Expanse. Okay. So now, Stan, how long have you been doing art? Can you talk while you're looking?
Yes. I mean, the answer really is all my life, but I've been doing professional work pretty much all my life since the mid '80s, and
love that. I reached for the book that was closest to me in the Expanse, which is timely. Even.
I was hoping I don't have a image on this machine that I would have liked to have shown you.
Darn it.
Because, and I'll tell you what it is. So just kind of a tease. Because there was a point where I was thinking about doing a Kickstarter to do a bunch of lapel pins.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about doing them with, this is when pins were huge at conventions, and kind of teaming up with different companies to do things. And I got permission from the Ronins to do, this had come up, I don't know where it came up. Someone was talking about the cheese Ronin.
Yeah.
So I drew a version of the Ronin from the logo, from the company logo, with a cheese head on his hat. And
I remember this.
His spear had a cheese cutter at the end of it.
I remember this.
Yeah. I wish it's not here, or I would show it to you.
The cheese Ronin. Yeah, I wanted to see if it's in my archive as well, because that was pretty funny. I'm going to do a quick search and see if I can.
Oh my God, Troy.
What's that?
It's 256.
No. What? How did that happen?
It happens all the time.
Wow. That's such a bummer.
So,
yeah, that means, yeah.
You know what that means?
What's that mean?
You got to have me back again sometime.
I would love that, Stan. I would absolutely love that. And then we can, this is a bit of a, that we had opportunity to have you draw was a bit of a surprise. And so like we can maybe get people primed. Get them primed, maybe
do it as a setup and use the what's the name of the site that I belong to and can't remember?
Um,
The Atomic Think Tank.
oh,
You might
that's
use
right.
that to generate ideas.
I love that. And thank you for mentioning that. You know, friends, the Atomic Think Tank is the place for you to come and hang out with Green Ronin staff, with fans that are just talking all kinds of good stuff. And it's going gangbusters. And how you get there is you go to atomicthinktank.com. And then you have the world of Green Ronin. Imagine it's the library of all the things and all the community facets. They're all there, all waiting for you. Just head on over there and sign up. And then, you know, I approve them pretty quick. So you just got to answer 3 questions. Only 3 questions I will ask of you, and if you pass, then you shall pass. If not, then we send an electric shock through the internet to your computer and dispatch with you.
What is your name?
Now, there's a question. There's a couple things I have to do, Stan, because, you know, I got to tidy things up. One of the things that I want to say is our friends over at, one second, you know, my propensity to be able to speak and also click is very weak. But our buddies, first of all, we've got lots of streamers doing lots of great things. But we have one group of folks who are putting away, they've ended their Expanse stream, and let me get to it. And they have started, they're going to be starting a new one, but I got to say, it's Hellbreakers, and I love them. They're a fun group. They love, you know, age stuff. And I just lost the link because YouTube refreshed on me, Hellbreakers. They did their finale. And it's bittersweet for sure. And you can, I'm going to give you a link to their site. Here's what I want: Skyhammer Press. They're just remarkable. I love them, and you will too. Get on over there, subscribe, and then say hello. And then we also have friends that, let's see, where are you at? Abraxas Precipice. Abraxas is on YouTube, right? Are we doing, or is it strictly on Twitch? Tell me, Commando Solo, as the representative, the fan representative of Abraxas Precipice.
It's only play wizards, he says.
Only play wizards. That's right. That's right. Only play wizards, of course. John is right here, and I'll give you the YouTube link. Drop it in the chat. Check them out too. And I'm not suggesting that there's more to come as it relates to the big announcements that we made today. For, of course, we talked about, you know, this one, and we talked about this one.
Yeah.
But on this one, keep your eyes peeled. There's something special happening in the background, and all will be revealed in the coming days. 60 days until we launch. So get over there. And what helps us is when you head on over here and you sign up for a notification, the more of that we've got, the better the campaigns do. So head on over there, do that for me, friends. I want to thank the chat for hanging out, and as always, your support is so appreciated. We of course appreciate that you've liked and subscribed. You're sharing the video with your mom. You're doing all the good stuff. Oh, Auden, yes, absolutely. You know, so another great community is the Expanse RPG community run by Auden, who's in the chat. We've got lots of good stuff coming, and actually, the thing that I talked about, the special thing, Auden's involved with that too. It's going to be remarkable. But thank you, chat, for all you do. But a big, huge thank you to Stan for putting together. This is a great endeavor. You get a little pocket money for food. It's Owen KC Stephens.
Gets to live another day.
Owen gets to live another day. Yeah, I mean, it's good stuff. You're sustaining two wonderful people with this good stuff.
That very nice QR code or dammitowen.com.
That's right. Stan, thank you. You are a dear friend, just a delight at all times, even when you're not. We'll have you back.
True.
You are always a delight, no doubt about it. But we were going to.
You not only have the best audience, you have the best looking audience. These guys are
very handsome.
Sharp. They're very sharp.
Very, very handsome. Yeah.
And they smell nice too.
They do. They absolutely do. They smell like
smelling audience.
Smell like money.
No, that sounds.
Money is not good. No, money's a bad smell. It's just a horrible smell.
I had them in the palm of my hands, and you had.
And I just dashed it. I dashed it. Wow. Well, maybe we do some cartoon about it. Stan, thank you. And friends, thank you as well. We got to go. Make sure you come back and check us out for Mutants Masterminds Monday on Monday. We do it in the same space. We just kind of hose off the skin suits, fill them up with the new, being from the Green Ronin mothership, and entertain you with a bunch of Mutants Masterminds stuff. With that, I say thank you and goodbye.
Bye.